everybody, Jackie here. Whew, this energy has been quite intense. So I think the majority of us can relate to experiencing some type of loss or some type of loss, some type of surprising change in your life. Maybe it felt like it came out of nowhere or you just weren't prepared for it. It could be financial, it could be career, it could be relationships, right? It could be health. So just something where you're potentially needing to grieve. Now, this is not going to be for everybody. There's going to be some nuances with our own astrology, and I'm not an expert in astrology, but it's okay. Sorry, I'm gonna do some cards because I feel like some messages want to come through, and I've been going through my own grieving process. So I've been going through waves of this overwhelming sadness hitting me. I'm really feeling it in the solar plexus. You can let me know if you're feeling the same thing and where you're feeling it in your body. So I'm really feeling it, these waves of such a deep sadness. And so, we all deal with emotions in our own way. The most important thing is to keep those emotions flowing. This is part of the healing process, is for these emotions to come up and out, and the energy associated with those emotions can transmute from the heaviness to lightness. We just don't want it to be pushed down. We want to deal with it. We want to embrace it. So if you are going through your own waves of emotion, take the time to, first of all, just acknowledge your emotion. It's just a strategy that works with the brain. It helps to get your amygdala or amygdalae. We have an amygdala on either side of our brain, within our emotional side, within our emotional system of the brain. And so when you acknowledge the emotion, then it helps to get your amygdala back on track. It starts to get your logical mind back online, because when your amygdala does get hijacked, you can lose IQ points. And on an energetic and emotional level, you can just zone in to, let's say, what's wrong, what I should be scared about. It's that fight or flight, right? So the simple strategy of acknowledging your emotion. So I'm sad. I'm scared. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I feel guilty. So whatever it is for you, if you're having a dense, heavy emotion, name it. Now, hey, when you're having the good ones, naming it too can help you to be in that place of gratitude and even expand on that vibrational, awesome energy that you have going on. Gratitude goes a long way, especially when it comes to bringing in more of what you want to be in gratitude for. So I'm going to pull some cards. I have 3 decks. I have my Healing with the Angels Oracle deck. I have my Goddess Guidance deck. And I have my Luminous Humanist deck. Okay. So if you have something going on, I'm sending you love. So I'm going to set the intention for this video, this session, that we are each filled with beautiful love and light energy that helps to transmute denseness, heaviness, that heavier emotions, transmute them into pure love and light, and with more clarity, with more alignment with the core of who we are. So allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to go through whatever emotions want to come up and out. Be gentle on yourself, be nurturing. And if you need support, reach out to others for support. Now, they might be going through their own thing. So If they're not, fabulous that they can be there for you. If they can't be there for you because they're going through their own stuff, then you guys can each offer each other some inspiration of support when you have the energy in this space to do so. And sometimes we just need to go through some of this on our own, and then we can have our peeps again when they're ready, when it's divine timing, if that is your thing. Some of you might not reach out to people. Maybe you don't feel like you have the people to reach out to. So the first card that I pulled is New Beginnings. So absolutely, it's new beginnings, and sometimes we need to clear out the old. And again, whether it's career, health, relationships, finances, personal belongings, right? Sometimes we need to clear out the old. And then when we can also offer forgiveness. So sometimes we're offering forgiveness to others, forgiveness to ourselves, whether it's people we know or we don't know. Sometimes we need to truly get into that place of forgiveness so you can clear the density. We're all doing the best that we can, and there's always beautiful synchronicities happening. And for some reason, things need to happen as they should. And it's all going to be okay. Okay, so the next card is listening. There's a few messages that want to come out with this, and I am going to be going back to some new beginnings, possibly referring to it through some other cards that I wanted to pull from different decks. So listening, your spirit team is there for you. Whether you know how to communicate to them or not, we each have a spirit team. And sometimes a spirit team can have some relatives, or I'll just say ancestors, some of your ancestors that have passed, maybe several generations before you. And other times you will have guides that are very skilled in the different areas in your life during different periods in your life where you need the support of that expertise. And now keep in mind, as a collective, we had been growing together. Even the energy of Source has been growing and learning together. So even our guides don't necessarily know everything, right? We are all living lives to help to keep adding to that collective knowledge of that you can really experience, the knowledge that you can experience being in this planet or on this planet, in this body, having physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual experience while being here. It's really, different people have learning styles. It's kind of similar to that, in that the experiential learning that we have is the ultimate type of learning, including all of those different ways that we can learn and grow, which is beautiful for our unique souls. So, okay, so let's talk about those guides again. Those guides want you to ask for their help or just share what you're feeling. You can talk to them just by talking to them in your head. You can talk to them out loud. You can write to them. You can meditate to them. If you could share what you're feeling, I'm sad, and the reason why I'm sad is this is where I want clarity. This is where I want healing. This is where I want support. Ask for guidance. They want you to ask for guidance, and they will give you the messages. I'm gonna change the angle. My boobs look massive. I gotta tell you, they are this is padded, and they're looking just for additional support that I like. It does look pretty good being bigger. Anyway, let's get back to this. Okay, so in regards to listening, they're there, and then they will give you messages in very different ways. And sometimes you'll get messages from confirmation of hearing something on TV. Someone will say something, and you'd be like, "What? I totally needed to hear that." Maybe it's on the radio. Maybe someone passing by. Maybe you'll see a bird. Maybe you'll have some type of experience that will remind you of a certain person, a certain whatever. So all these amazing synchronicities will happen, so you get the knowledge that you need in order to move forward based on what you've been asking for. They want you to ask, and they will listen. And if you're not asking and just want to share of what you're going through, they will listen. They will help you purge. You know, not everyone purges through crying, right? I do. That's the way I purge. If I'm going to go for a healing session, I'd be like, where are your Kleenexes? I know it's going to be coming out. So let's get those ready. So, yeah, we all do it in our own way. So this is another way to help you to move through things, is connect with your guides. If you would like support on how to connect with your guides, you know, you can come to one of the markets that I'm at, one of the farmers markets, and I can give you a little 15-minute as to different things that you can do, and maybe some tools that you might like the best for you. Or just, what else was I going to share? I don't know. Maybe I have to do a workshop. That's what was coming to mind, is maybe I could do a workshop, but we'll see how that flows. Okay, let's go. I want to go back to this new beginnings, and then I'm going to pull a card from the Luminous Humanist deck next. So we are all going through a new beginning, with maybe having to have let something go, something shift within your life, some type of newness. This change is going to propel you in an even stronger direction as to where your vibration and your priorities are focused on. So everything is accelerating within the manifestation, the ability to manifest, let's say. So what do you want your new beginning to be? This is not only a new chapter in your life, it's a new book where we'll have various chapters featuring focused change in all the different areas of our life. So what you're manifesting now, where you're putting your energy and your focus, is what is going to expand exponentially in your life. And it might not expand exponentially in a way that you really, really hope for it to. We need to keep some looseness and allow the universe to fill in the blanks for us. So if you're wanting your career to flourish, where you're using your skills, where you're enjoying what you're doing, where you're surrounding yourself with positive people, where you enjoy to work every day, where the financial flow just naturally keeps flowing and growing exponentially. So that is a manifestation where there's some looseness, like there's an ability to fill in the blanks. And you can use the same thing with, let's say, relationship, with health. So focus on what you want, and you are writing your next book and all those beautiful chapters within that book. So we have a full moon. I've been saying Friday the 21st, and I don't know if it's because I looked at the wrong month, which is possible for the full moon, but I got the 21st right, but apparently it is Sunday. So whatever the 21st is, I forgot to double check before starting this. is when the full moon is. But I believe that because I kept saying Friday, Friday is a significant day. And Friday, it's, okay, what I heard is it's go time. So that's when the energy is really starting to ramp up, and it's going to keep on building till the full moon. And then for actually more than 3 days after, which is the typical, I'm getting 5 to 7, and it might depend on the person. So if you really have things ramped up in, and have really clear focus, by the 5th day, okay, if you really have focus, your manifestation will continue to build for a couple of additional days. So I think that will depend on where transits are in your chart. That's me just going loosely. It's somewhere in your chart. Okay, process of illumination. This is a powerful card. So this is from the Luminous Humanist deck. Look at that power, that golden power. Wow. Process of illumination. So through what we're going through, we are igniting codes that have been sitting there waiting for the time for you to truly illuminate the core of who you are. So if you're looking within, if you are wanting to let go of patterns that have been preventing you from moving forward in certain areas of your life, from finding joy in certain areas of your life, if there's been anything preventing you to do that, we've all experienced trauma in our own way, in this lifetime, past lifetimes, and maybe through our ancestral lineage. That trauma has been affecting our perceptions, our reactions, our experiences, our reality. So all of that has been affected. So you have an opportunity to have a beautiful transformation. My daughter's calling, so I'm gonna have to do part 2.